True heroism, true self-sacrifice, and with a kind of leadership that was completely iconoclastic during the first half of the 20th century are nearly forgotten. All of a sudden we started looking inward and becoming obsessed with behavior, idiosyncrasies, human flaws, and all this stuff. Some great accomplishments have happened in the second half of the 20th century, don't get me wrong, but in the process we lost a template of what truly being human looks like. I dare you to look around in this world and show me 10 people who I should aspire to behave like, who I should drop everything and study. Oh yes, there are millions of them, but they've always been behind the scenes, making up the backbone of this world, the salt of the earth. But in our leaders, it's not even possible. It's weird. And as somebody who has 2 kids who are just approaching the prime of their lives, where they should be at the peak of their powers, the world we are leaving them deeply saddens me. Maybe, just maybe, there are things about my little journey that will make you say, sometimes it's not so good to throw out the baby with the bathwater. Sometimes it's not so great to evolve to the point at which you lose yourself in the doing. You lose your sense of community, lose your humility, lose sight of the fact that you are part of some sort of collective consciousness. And I cannot, for the life of me, begin to even point to one, because there have been way more than I ever imagined possible. I mean, there's probably about 8 or 10 that are tied for first, like Hellboy's got to be in there. The Beast and the Name of the Rose, but there's probably another 5 or 6 that no one ever saw because they were little indie films that just never made it to the marketplace. Some of the best stuff I've done in the last few years never got out. It just either went straight to VOD or DVD or some other platform, and nobody ever saw it.
Hi there, how are you?
To the bygone days, they look at you like you were speaking Namibian, if that's even a language. I am noticing it's hard to miss what you haven't experienced. And so that was the point of this, my letter to the young artist, as well to show me moving through the decades, to gain a sense of perspective of where our country came from and how it has changed. I described what I witnessed around me, not only on a cultural level, but also on a human level. And I saw how we allowed the corporatization of everything to come to dictate our lives. Everything has become a tiny line item on some vast corporate ledger sheet. Absolutely everything. Name the one thing that's not just a line on a corporate ledger sheet. Yeah, I guess you'll find some old vestiges of mom and pop days upon which the American dream was founded. But there are only vestiges. Gone are the days of the sole proprietorship. Gone are the days when movie studios were run by movie guys, not lawyers and Harvard business school majors. Gone are the days when competition looked like, well, if you're going to fucking hire Faulkner, fuck you, I'll hire Hemingway. That's enough language.